welcome back to another abandoned Skyline build video. Today we're gonna be removing about 90% of the interior on this car. In the last video, we got pretty much this whole quarter panel done. There's some more sanding that I have to do, block sanding to make this all smooth and even. The rust that was over here is no more. It looks really, really good. There's a little bit more body work I have to do on this guy and a little bit more on this side just to make everything fit perfectly. I mean, this is looking really, really good. But again, the main stuff for today is all of this filthiness that's inside of here. Seat staying, steering wheel staying, but everything else, it can go. I also need to remove the door card so I can access this trim piece and that mirror. So we're gonna start with that because I feel like it's the easiest thing to do. I just don't want to damage it because these door cards are still in decent condition. That is so stupid. You have to basically break this door in order to take this screw out. That's awful. There we go. That's off. Bam, mirror's off. Now we can sand this up off the car and make it look so much better because they did a horrible job when they resprayed this. So, glad that we got that safely. This seat's surprisingly lighter than I thought. Well, I've got a few change of plans. In order to remove the rear seat, I have to take out the driver's seat because there are these little hooks that attach the rear seat into the car that are like that, and they're a massive pain to get out. So in order to remove that one, this has to be completely out of the way, otherwise I am cramped and it feels horrible, and this doesn't really go that far. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, is remove that one, even though it's gonna go right back in at some point. It's just gonna give me way more access to everything else. And I'll probably put like a delete panel or make a delete panel for the rear, because I'm probably not gonna be running that again. I don't see myself needing back seats, and it's just a little bit extra weight, so we can hopefully make a really clean, carpeted, just delete panel for the back trunk area here, and then the actual lower section for the seat. That bolt wasn't even in. That's not good. Hopefully it's not stripped. That one was a lot easier than this side. Still not perfect, but it works. That's not good. It does not want to come out. Okay, for the most part. There's a little bit of stuff in the threads, but it's okay. I bet that hole is absolutely stripped now though. Whatever. Get this out of the way. Ow, get that out of the way. And we should. I'm gonna try to figure out how to remove this. Now I can see the thing. 99% of the stuff off. Just pop that guy and we're good. What is this? Where did that come from? I thought that was already over here. Oh well. Can I get this through the door? I'm only testing it just in case I end up painting this before I put the headliner back in. I want to make sure I still have access to get everything in. Okay, so I can probably fit it through the door if I need to. Hell yeah. We got everything in the interior taken out like I wanted. I'll be honest, pulling the interior on this thing was actually a little bit more difficult than what I thought. The seats, I think, were the most difficult part of this whole thing, and that's just because the hooks on this car were absolutely horrible. But thankfully, I broke one. The other one's okay. Thankfully, I was able to get it out. And the seat belts back here are also, they broke 3 ratchets, 3 of them. I think that's absolutely insane, and the drill wasn't doing anything. They're basically rusted in place, which I'm not going to be running seat belts back here because there's not going to be any seats. So that's fine, I'll get rid of it, it's cool, but that sucked. 3 ratchets are broken. I need better tools. They're all from like Harbor Freight and from AutoZone, so I can't really complain, but I like them and they were good, but now they are no more, so rip. Here's the interior. It's pretty naked and messy at the same time. It's very dusty. I might pull the dash at some point because I want to clean up some of the wiring that's behind it. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. There's also some repairs that I want to get done to it. There's a bunch of holes over there. I might flock the dash or do a suede wrap on it. I haven't fully decided the direction I'm going to go with it yet, but at some point that'll probably come out. And then I have to do a few repair jobs because there's a massive hole right there, which I might just buy a new one of those because that's a cheap fiberglass carbon fiber hydro dip piece that it looks terrible, but I don't know what I'm going to do. It's pretty expensive. And then that massive gauge just needs to go. It's hysterically large, but I hate it. But overall, this looks really good. I'm happy this came off really easily. There's a few dents I have to pop up. Not entirely sure where I can get to them. I'm going to try to. If I can't, I'm just going to do filler on the top and it'll be good. But that's pretty much the interior of the car. Ow. I'm going to go ahead and pull the mirror off and the door card off on that side. You've already seen me do that, so I'm not going to show you on camera, but we're going to pop that side off, and I think that's going to be it for this section of the video. That indeed is going to be it for this section of the video, and that's actually the end of the video altogether. I do have another update for the Skyline because this has been about 2 weeks since I have filmed anything, sadly. I've been very, very busy, but I have a new dash for this car. It's going to make the whole thing more modern, and I'm going to be changing the entire interior. So the dash will come out at some point, and we're gonna do a S15 dash, which I'm hoping will fit. If not, we're gonna make it fit because I think it's gonna look really, really, really good and make the whole interior more modernized. It's not super modernized, but it's a lot better than what it is now because this is back in the 80s and everything kind of sucks and I hate it. And it actually costs more money to restore this dash than it was for me to buy something that looks better in my opinion and it's newer. So stay tuned for that. I'll have an update here pretty soon as it comes in. But the next thing you're going to see on this car is potentially primering the entire thing. I have a lot of work left to do on the fenders, the hood, which that'll be a whole separate video, working with forged carbon fiber again and actually doing it correctly, well, somewhat correctly in a way. And the whole hood is forged carbon fenders. Sadly, they're gonna get painted. I don't like the forged carbon look that I have on it. I mean, it's cool, but I don't like it. I'll explain it in another video. But that's pretty much what we're gonna do next is either hood and fenders or primering the majority of the car. I have to figure out what I can afford and what I can do, but it has been an exhausting 2 weeks of just constant work at the day job, and I haven't been able to do much with this, so I apologize. We are slowly getting back on track, and I'm really excited to get this thing up and going because it is going to look so good when it's done. If you did make it to the end of this video, thank you guys so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. And if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And then leave a comment letting me know what you're excited for on this car or what I should be doing on this car. If I'm doing something wrong, I don't know. Just let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, that's it. So see you on the next one. Stay awesome. Later.